Why I became a complete petrol head is because of this car, Christian von Koenigsegg's incredible cars. And this was early 2000s. There was one of the original CC cars, one of the early CC cars, and I was doing a rally across America, and I remember getting to the hotel one night because it was over a number of days, and they said, did you know that Koenigsegg we heard went over 200 miles an hour, and it was like all the talk. And I remember it driving into the hotel, and I came out and I walked around it and I was like, wow, that is a serious bit of kit. That is a beautiful car. And then of course I couldn't kind of understand this car doing those speeds and not being a race car or, you know, a proper track car, or even though this one kind of is, but I'll tell you more about that later. But so then this love of this car, I just went, oh, just so beautiful. And then I came back to the UK and I bumped into Jeremy Clarkson and I said, oh God, you're the car man. He said, I'd just seen this car. Have you heard of it? Called the Koenigsegg. Just did 200 odd miles an hour, and I was going on and on about this car, and he was going, oh, you like your cars? I was going, yeah, I love them. I absolutely love them. I mean, I'd only got my driving license a couple of years before. I think the only car I'd ever driven was a Rover 75. Please don't tell anyone, my kudos is going to go straight down the hill. And so he said, come on the show, and that's how I got on to Top Gear, and that's how my whole kind of motoring life began. And that was 15 years ago because of this car. So now I'm finally in the Koenigsegg. I remember looking at this car and I went, one day I will own you. I will get a Koenigsegg. And wow. Yes, so sorry. So I always said I am going to own one of those one day. And here I am. For Kiddinasweetshop, I get to spend a whole day in her. So let me talk a little bit more about this particular Koenigsegg. This is the Koenigsegg Ccxr Edition. It is one of 4 cars, and this is the only right-hand drive one. The only one. Concentrate, kiddo, concentrate. So, Koenigsegg bought out in 2006 the Ccx, and then a year later, in 2007, bought out the Ccxr, and the R meant that it is a slightly environmentally friendlier car because it runs on biofuel, and in particularly ethanol. And ethanol has some wonderful benefits. It's got a much higher octane than any other fuel, so it has this incredible enhanced performance for the vehicles that use it. And not only that, if you can hear me, is that it is the Edition, and the Edition is basically one that is designed to go on tracks. It's a race equivalent, even though it's a total road car. I mean, it's just a win-win, isn't it? It's environmentally 1,000 brake horsepower monster. Win-win for me. Helping the environment a bit. So let's talk about the engine. I mean, it's a mid-engine car, so I'm kind of sitting on it, so you can really feel it. I mean, my butt is vibrating. It's quite nice, actually. It is a 4.8 litre aluminium twin supercharged V8 that pushes out 1,018 brake horsepower and 1,060 Newton meters of torque. I mean, that is bonkers. That is just, it is so unbelievably powerful. But yet I'm driving through this little village in Northamptonshire, and it couldn't be easier. It honestly couldn't be easier. I mean, it's quite noisy, and I have to say, I'm 6'2", and there isn't the biggest screen, so I'm having to come down a bit, especially to see the lights. But it's a joy. The clutch is easy. As I says, I didn't pull off immaculately there. But the clutch is really easy. The steering is really tight and lovely. I mean, I don't have anything wrong to say about a monster of a car driving at 20, 30 miles an hour through little villages. Normally, they're quite hard work, but this is a joy. This is an utter joy. And actually, I keep forgetting that I am driving probably one of the most powerful manual analog cars that were ever produced. I mean, I really do think it is. I mean, of course, it's manual. That's a huge thing, because most of the Koenigsegg's after this one, have all gone into, you know, F1 gearboxes. So, you know, this is a really unique car. This is part of a very, very incredible gang of analog cars that are analog supercars, shall we say. You know, this little group is very, very small of manual analog cars. So in this club, you've got the F40, that they did about 1,500 cars, and, you know, that's about 1.5 million. You've got the F50, they did about 350 of those, and I mean, you're looking at a good 3 million for an F50. Then you've got the Zonda, they did 150 of those, and you're looking at least 4 to 6 million for one of those. And then you've got the Carrera GT, which is about 1.5 million, they did 1,500 of those. This is the only one that's right-hand drive. And you could have picked it up a couple of years ago for about £1 million. I mean, it's still a lot of money. But, you know, this is an investment car. How many one-offs are there? It's freaking me out. It's a unicorn. I mean, it just is a gift that keeps on giving, this car. So the Edition is basically a track-orientated version of the Ccxr. And with that, you get a lowered chassis, a bigger engine, anti-roll bars, you get new dampers, stiffer springs, this unique rear wing, front splitters, side winglets, which all add to creating this huge amount of downforce to basically stop the bugger from taking off. I mean, it's a totally different car. It is built for the track. Here we go. Oh, macaroni. Woo! I really, really, really will own one of these cars one day. I mean, that's the only thing. But the thing is that they are hardtop convertibles. And so, I mean, I have no idea how you take it off, but I'm not going to take it off because I've got a bit of a surprise for you guys of where I'm going, because I am driving on beautiful country lanes in Northamptonshire, and it's a stunning sunny day. You know, you can't, without even leaving second or third gear, boy, stay there, to unleash this beast that I'm sitting in and on and in front of, is I'm going to have to take it to a track. And I'm not going to take it to just any track. I'm going to take it to where we host the Formula One, to where I've raced many, many times. It's one of my favorite tracks in the world, and that's Silverstone. And I'm going to see what she's like in Silverstone.
Every time we wash our clothes, tiny microfibers go into our food cycle, and we're eating 250 grams every year. Stop the cycle. Grundig introduces a world first in microfiber built-in systems.
Here we go! Oh my goodness, it has been a long time since I've been at Silverstone. I've got my helmet on, I'm in the pit lane, I'm in the beast. Okay, so this is a track day, so there's quite a lot going on. Just coming out onto the track now. Okay, here we go, just warming up. Remember where I'm going. Remember, yes, it's coming back to me now. Okay, this is the infield. I'm just getting into the rhythm. Oh yes. Oh my God, this car is quick. So you've got to keep an eye on everything. I mean, not that I'm driving a £2 million hyper only car in the world. Oh yes! Woo! Oh my God, that G! That is just insane. Oh God, I've missed this track. Oh my God! That is unbelievable. That is unbelievable. You get, honestly, like my whole body left the back of the car then. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Starting to remember this beauty of a track and this beauty of a car on a beautiful day. It doesn't get better than this. Oh, oh, oh. Yes! Oh my God, I must look like a chipmunk because I'm smiling so much. I mean, it's big, it's powerful, it's something totally different to what I had on the road about half an hour ago. It's so bloody quick! Yes! I love you, Koenigsegg! Oh! Oh! Oh, so happy! Oh my God! beautifully. That ethanol, woo, that ethanol is working. So quick! I've got no saliva left in my mouth. Okay. I'm sorry, I'm gonna have a little. Coming into the pit lanes. I don't know what to say. Okay, here we go, back in the garage. Oh, 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 I think I need a stretcher. Oh, wow. I'm like sweaty palms. That was awesome. I am gonna grin now for the next year. What an amazing car, and the difference between this morning on the road to out there. Wow, 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 wow. I just want to say thank you to Lucas and everyone at Octane Collection for giving me such a special day and memories that I will treasure and will last forever. What a car. If you want it, head down to Octane Collection, but I don't think it will be there for long. I wish I could get it. Do you think I could borrow, we had a bit of money from you? Got a couple of million?